Oh, dude, that reminds me. I was like reading like the most like fucked up like am I the asshole on like Reddit thing. It just randomly showed up on my timeline. I was reading it. I was like, holy shit. It was bad. Like I sent it to like the drama channel in like the Discord server because I was so shook. It was just like, what the fuck? Were they the asshole? No. I genuinely don't think that this woman is the asshole. Okay, so basically, this lady, right, wants to divorce her husband because she found out that she is not the biological mom of their child. And you guys might be thinking, how does that work? Right? Like, how does that work? How are you not the biological mother of the child? Okay, so apparently this lady and her husband, they've been married for like 7 years. And she's not able to carry a child to term because of medical issues, okay? So she started doing IVF. And she has a close friend, like one of her besties from college, has 2 kids of her own, right? And she has basically offered to serve as the surrogate so that this lady can help like save on costs and whatnot. So, and this was all through a clinic, right? After 2 IVF sessions that didn't result in a pregnancy, she became pregnant on the 3rd try. And she eventually gave birth to a boy. It wasn't until like whiles later, right, that she noticed some signs. And by the way, this lady is the primary breadwinner of the family. She has a job and she has 2 part-time jobs to cover the medical bills of like the whole IVF and everything, the general bills of, you know, the cost of living and stuff like that. So she started working a lot to pay for everything. And the friend and her husband would talk more, and she would come home sometimes and the friend's at her house talking to the husband. Initially, she was like, oh, you know, whatever, that's fine. You know, it's good for them to be close friends anyways. And there's someone there to help with the kid, right? But the kid has brown eyes, while both the mother and the father have blue eyes. Okay? And then she took the son to a doctor's appointment. And when they did a blood test, yeah, the kid's blood test was B+. The lady's blood is A+, and the husband is O+. So, you know, there's no possible way that this is her kid, yeah? Because not only is the blood type wrong, but the genetics are also wrong. So initially, she thought it was the fault of the fertility clinic. You know, they messed up, they implanted the wrong embryo. So she started like, you know, looking up lawyers' consultations to sue the clinic and stuff like that. She told her husband they must have fucked up, right? And then the husband broke down and admitted he slept with her friend, the surrogate. So she thought that the son was conceived through IVF and carried with a surrogate, but it just wasn't her son at all. He was conceived the old-fashioned way. And he claims he didn't ever think pregnancy could result because he pulled out. So, you know, so now she left the house, she left the kid with him, and she's filing for divorce. She's also cut off her friendship with the friend, but the husband and the friend have basically been harassing her and calling her heartless for abandoning her son, okay? But do you guys think that's her son? What do you think? She said, in her words, right, she isn't big enough to swallow her pride and care for an affair baby. And she also doesn't want to look at the child and be reminded of her friend and her husband's betrayal. So she's left the child with her husband and her friend. She wants nothing to do with the baby. But everybody in her like immediate circle are saying that she's abandoning the child. Do you think she's abandoning the kid? When I read it, I was like, honestly, I couldn't do it either. I'm not, you know, abandoning a child is a bad thing, but that's not her kid, and it shouldn't be her kid. Like, the kid is innocent, right? No, the friend is married with 2 kids of her own. So big ups to her. She can just get a divorce with her husband and marry the other man now and raise their kids, since it matters so much to her. I don't know if the courts will make her pay child support because it's technically not her kid. It's a very fucked up situation, to be quite honest with you. So like, who knows? Yeah, if it's not biologically her child. We're just talking about this am I the asshole thread that I read this morning. If you guys are curious, I've linked it. Whether it's real or not, I couldn't tell you guys, to be honest. But, you know, it's a story.